Today I'm going to show you a simple systematic way to practice color mixing. With this exercise, you'll gradually be able to mix any color you observe. Many students struggle with color mixing in oil painting. The colors they see and the ones they mix often don't match. This becomes a big barrier to improving painting skills. We'll work with Indian yellow, alizarin crimson, and cerulean blue. Titanium white will be used to adjust value. In color theory, white itself is not considered a color. First, we'll create a 12-step color wheel. Each pure pigment is placed at 1/3 of the circle. Then we add white in 2 steps to make lighter values. For example, with cerulean blue, the first layer is pure blue, the second is lighter with some white, and the third is even lighter. We do the same for alizarin crimson and Indian yellow, since these pigments are very intense. Always clean your brush or use a new one when mixing different colors. Next, we'll mix 2 colors in different ratios, between red and yellow. Start with red and gradually add more yellow. Each mixture can also be lightened with white. Doing this for all 3 pairs creates a wheel that shows both hue transitions and value changes. Now we move on to advanced practice. On the wheel, each primary has a complementary color opposite it. These are the secondary colors. We'll mix each primary with its complement, red with green, blue with orange, and yellow with violet. Mixing with the complement lowers saturation. This neutralizes the color. The result is what we call complex grays. These grays include all 3 primaries, so they are less saturated, but still have subtle color bias depending on the ratio. Such tones are essential in realistic painting. Most of a painting relies on neutralized colors. Pure, bright colors appear only in small accents. This keeps the painting harmonious and unified. Using contrast of value and temperature to highlight the subject, not letting bright colors fight for attention. By mixing just 3 pigments, we can create a wide range of subtle variations. In my online courses, I also explore many other color combinations. Practicing this method will greatly improve your mixing skills. In my own painting career, these exercises have been extremely valuable. If you want to learn more, you're welcome to join my classes or subscribe to my Patreon channel. Now let's watch the full demonstration of today's color mixing exercise. Hello everyone, today we are going to do a color matching exercise. What about the colors I use here? Indian yellow with sky blue, alizarin crimson, titanium white. Then we will combine these 3 colors. Make a gradual change in this color plate first. Well, let's start with blue. First, a sky blue. What about the sky blue? It's a greener shade of blue. Sky blue is in various paints. It should be more expressive. Like the old Dutch sky blue I'm using, it is in the most expressive paint. Oh, okay, and then add a white to this color. Transitional. Lighter blue. A little dry. Add a little oil. Because of the color of old Holland, the texture itself is dry. It's average. A lot of ordinary ones, cheaper paint. If you add oil, it will become transparent. An ordinary paint. Maybe the texture is slightly Microsoft. And a white one. Not white enough. A little whiter. Ah, this is the first one. The gradual change of sky blue. What about when I'm painting here? Is it a brush wash? Wash the brush clean. Do you want to make sure? The color on it has been washed off. Then we draw the next one. If you plug it in now, you can basically see the color. Jordan X1. Draw this Indian yellow. What about yellow? Is the grid 3 times away from him here? Yellow 123 and red 123. It looks like this. This Indian yellow. It's a very saturated yellow. Although it was squeezed out at this time. It looks a little green, but painted, when you put it on, it turns green. Is that bright yellow? Very bright yellow. You should also pay attention when debugging. Don't occupy the blue next to it. In fact, I usually, when painting, generally it is not used very much and it is not refilled very much. Is it less added, especially when we are in front of the painting? I see many students doing this color matching training. It's easy to make the paint too thin and too light. You must pay attention, because my paint itself is relatively dry. Old Dutch paint. If you buy the ordinary paint, usually not. No need to refill. Okay, let's have a gradual change of yellow. I feel this yellow. Is it still a little too deep? Okay. Wash the brush again. Wipe it. Still yellow. Almost. Come to this alizarin crimson. Discreet. Next Adway. This Cyflower. Okay, you can see the 3 color levels of red, yellow, and blue. It's ready. Okay, Next, let's draw the addition of these three colors. Well, first of all, add two teals. Red plus yellow. Yellow plus blue. Blue plus red. I accidentally drew the wrong color here, just now. Wipe it off. Let's draw red and yellow first. And how about this place? It is alizarin red and Indian yellow. Because alizarin red is stronger. Easy! The ratio is higher when we add Indian yellow. If it's a 1-to-1 ratio, it doesn't really work. The proportion of yellow is higher. When adjusting this color, we can adjust it a little bit more because it will be used later. I adjusted one first and added a little yellow one. Added some alizarin red with a small amount of yellow. And then we're going to draw another one. The yellow ratio is a little higher. This middle one doesn't seem to be enough. Add a little more. Such an orange one. That's the next one. Let's just have a little more yellow. Because the brush just now has red on it. So I wipe the brush. When adjusting this color again, you can see it, the little red on the brush itself. It's enough to dye the yellow red. No, a gradual change from red to yellow. What's next? Let's put this color again. A gradual change to the middle white. Add a little white. A little more white. And we're going to draw this grid again. In fact, when painting this group of colors, as long as the pure part here is adjusted, we don't need to wash the brush where the white is below. Because of itself, it comes with color and the other two colors. Just wipe it off. You see it turned away. This color becomes and yellow. Have this feeling. After you adjust it to white, this yellow is excited by this feeling. So, we should also pay attention when matching colors. Now add a little more white. Then we adjust the color of this grid. Is the color of this grid the same? Just a little whiter. It's a purplish alizarin red. After you add yellow to him, he will become warmer. Kind of like this familiar thing. Of course. Okay, this circle is called out. You could actually make more transitions in this one. And we generalize all three. Okay, and we're going to switch from red to blue. First of all, the proportion of red is higher. A little bit less blue. A darker purple comes out now. It looks dark. Next color. The blue is a little bit higher. The next one, some more blue. Only a small amount of red is needed. Okay, same principle. Let's add what? Let's call the next one the purple one in the middle. And Okay, next we draw a gradual change from blue to yellow. This yellow is so strong. Dip a little bit of this blue and it will be all green. Okay, come on to the next one. A little yellow, it becomes this. Something like sharp green. Kind of like sharp green. A very positive green. Okay, next one, a little more yellow. It doesn't seem yellow enough. Let's add more. This problem often occurs when matching colors. It's on your brush. It only has the original color. When adding a new color, he often talks about the previous. It has a relatively large impact on the newly added color. It makes it easy for you to adjust colors. Inaccurate proportional control. Like just now, we are because of this brush. He has himself too much blue. Not wiped off. Had some impact. Okay, now it's a chartreuse. A positive green and a blue green. 卡宴 Okay, what about the color wheel above us? Can you see it? Blue plus red. Red plus yellow. Yellow plus blue. It comes out like this, such a color combination. In fact, it contains a wealth of colors. Okay, so we're going to paint a combination of 3 colors. Add its contrasting color with each solid color. For example, side, use this red and add the color obsidy. That's a combination of yellow, blue, blue, and yellow. This green, red and green. And what about sky blue and orange? He is in the middle of his addition. Then add the yellow to the purple in the middle. Use these 3 colors. Do an addition of contrasting colors under this. First, use a red one. And add 1 point plus 1 point white. How about a little more color for this contrast? It's this combination of blue and yellow. Now draw some of this green here. Add white for gradual change. Hi, let's add this green with red. The first is to add a little less. I think I adjusted too little green. I'll adjust it a little more, because it will be used a lot in a while. And then a little bit more red. A little more red. Now let's mix it up a little bit. And look at the color we made now. It feels very flesh-colored, right? It's also very meaty. But it's not that kind of super powder. It's this kind of gray powder. And then this one. This one has a higher proportion of green. It seems. I think DCK is pretty good too. The color is not enough. Add a little more. And and well, the middle row here is very gray. And then on this piece is greener. Well, too much white. Go And okay, our combination of red and green. And there it is. Next, we can draw this blue-orange or yellow-purple. Come on, blue. Ah, a little more of this orange. Look at this. This is too dark. This is too big a span here. You have to fix it. The quality can be adjusted a little more. And just take out something similar to this one above. And users plus blue. Add a little less first. and a little more blue. A little more. Kind of like olive green. Well, it seems too far from the blue. Or add a little more. Okay. We're gonna add white. You help me or brush the door. Hello, takeaway. Where's the Wi-Fi? Hello, takeaway. Ah, It's kind of like khaki. And yeah, some Indian yellow. Then we draw the purple opposite the yellow. Ah, look at this. And 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 okay, our set of color cards is ready. Like these colors. It's all brighter. You can mix more different colors. It doesn't matter what style of painting you want to paint. In fact, using this color is the most comprehensive. What's next? In our other classes, and I use those colors to paint things. Let everyone experience it. Paint with this color. The difference between it and other color combinations.